Hello, welcome to Premier Scene. I'm Claire Bueno. Join us as we meet and greet the arrivals at the Jameson Empire Awards 2012. The last time I spoke to Dexter Fletcher was at the John Carter interview. He came to support you.
Yeah.
And he said that he would like to see you as a transvestite bartender.
We all worry about Dexter.
I'm wondering if we can put out the challenge to him to write you that sort of part.
Yeah, well, now I am going to actually mention it to him. I hope he's here tonight. A transvestite bartender. Interesting, okay.
And what are you up to at the moment?
I've been in India shooting Catherine Bigelow's new film about the hunt for Bin Laden.
Really? Can you tell us about the part that you're playing?
I play a CIA guy. It's called Zero Dark 30, which I think is a reference, it's a military term for half past midnight or something. And the film is really about the CIA procedure involved in the hunt for Bin Laden.
We often see you more on the kind of antagonist side of characters. Are we going to see you more as the antagonist side?
I'm a good guy in this one. That's what you mean.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. I'm a good guy, but you wouldn't mess with me, let's put it that way.
Well, we know that you broke George Clooney's rig.
Yeah, it wasn't my fault. He decided to throw himself on the floor, not me.
Mega time. Busy?
It is a bit busy, yeah, the whole promo trail, but it's great. Like Empire Awards is one of my favourite things every year, and I'm a massive fan of the magazine, obviously, and it does such wonderful things for film, and it's been so good to our film as well, literally since it got started, really. And yeah, the fact it's got a great review by Empire means everything to me. I'm like, that's like winning an Oscar. We're so happy.
So are there any sort of particular films that are nominated or actors that you're particularly rooting for this evening?
You know what? I mean, I think it's inevitable. Tinker Tailor's going to do so well. It was such a well-made film and has such stunning reviews, and it's got incredible performances. Gary Oldman's phenomenal, so I wouldn't be surprised if that does really well. But there were so many great films this year, and I just love it. The fact that it sounds cheesy, but the fact that it's just celebrating British film in general. The fact that so many films being recognised is the main point. It's less about who wins. That is cheesy.
No, but it's very true. It's absolutely mental.
It really is. I'm so excited and nervous and everything.
Well, you've got a lot to be excited about at the moment, because Wild Bill is
just
now
come out. Yes, yeah. It is so exciting. It's a bit overwhelming. You see it like with all the posters around town now. It's strange.
Is that me up there?
Yeah, it really is. It's really there's my name just on it. Weird, but.
Let's try and drag Dexter. Hello, how are you doing? Love, all right. Nice thing.
Yeah, I want kisses and all that.
I know.
Isn't that lovely?
We're talking about Wild Bill.
Good.
I know, and
Good.
I have to commend all of you, because not only have you all obviously turned out to make a great film, but the promotion and the work that you're putting into it and to bring it to audiences is really commendable as well.
Oh, good, thank you. Yeah. I mean, obviously, you make the film and you have a finished product, and other people kind of pick it up, and that's their job, and they're brilliant at that as well. And what all we try to do as well is kind of supplement that as well, because we all care very much about the project, and like you say, everyone's great in it, and then there's established stars and there's new stars, I think, and I'm very much of the mind that the next generation comes through, and we got a hand on the baton in a way, and it's their time, and it's good for people to know that there's a really interesting bunch of people in this film.
Well, I'll tell you what was lovely about when we did the UK premiere the other evening, was the camaraderie and the energy that all of you had amongst you to make. You all really wanted to be there and promote it, and it's really nice. We don't often see that, on a red carpet.
No.
Well, we're just like a big family. I think we.
I look after Charlotte. She's we are. Yeah, I think. The nature of the film is that you've got to have that camaraderie anyway. Because I come from an acting background, that's very much an actor's kind of mentality anyway. And everyone had to chip in with this film their bit. And I think we're so proud of the results that it's not one of these things where you've got to go and stand around and go, yeah, it was really interesting, and there was actually a genuine kind of love for the film, because you watch it and you go, oh, I mean, I don't know, but people watch it and respond really well. And so that's very exciting, to be part of that. Charlotte will learn this. It doesn't always happen.
I know. This is the first, but to be in this is my first film. It's just like, I think,
She's in Tim Burton's film next. So, she's... Yeah, it's all downhill. She likes directors with big hair.
Yeah.
The last time I saw you was at the London Critics Film.
Oh, cool. Yeah. God, it's freezing. I remember that. Yeah.
So how's it all going?
It's good. Yeah, it's really nice. I'm getting stuck into my next film called The Railway Man at the moment, and
Just a little bit more about that and the part.
It's based on an autobiography. A man called Eric Lomax, who was really horrifically tortured during the Second World War, and he's still alive. And I went to go meet him the other week. A lovely man, and I share the role with Colin Firth, and I know it's just been saying it's one of those scripts that you just don't come across very often. Everything in it kind of rings true, and everything seems very real, and it's got this real sort of I don't know. It's just there's something very special about it, and I've got real high hopes for it. Yeah.
When you're playing a part of somebody that really does exist, when you're speaking to him, are you looking for the nuances that you can then act out?
Of course you are. But I think most of all, you feel a huge responsibility. I mean, this is someone who's going to see this, and things that I wouldn't normally get so worked up about. I'm trying to lose a lot of weight for it at the moment. Things that I wouldn't normally be so anxious about. You get very picky, and you become very. You become even more of a perfectionist, I think, because the stakes are a little higher, I guess.
You're wanting to play the truth of the moment as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
Is it hard for you as an actress that I would have thought you've had a certain amount of comfort because you knew there were so many films going to be made, and now they've stopped?
Yeah. I mean, it was a very, lovely 10 years knowing that our characters would go where they were and different things. But, it's very exciting for all of us now, moving on to the next thing. And, everyone's doing really well. And it's just nice to be part of that, the new page, next step.
Have you after your performance in Attack the Block, have you kind of gone back and looked at it and tried to learn from what you've done, really?
Yeah, I'm happy you said that, because actually I have. I do watch my stuff back and try to grow in the craft and make sure everything is good, because you never know what's going to come up next. So I am watching my stuff and I am growing, and so the next movie you see me in, hopefully I do better.
And what have you got coming up?
I'm doing a movie in Nigeria with Tandy Newton and Chiwetel called Half of Yellow Sun. And another movie, a sci-fi movie, which I know you guys will love, called Creeping Zero. So, watch out for that.
Listen, my God, filmmaker, actor, the world is your oyster at the moment.
I don't know about that. We're trying, yeah.
So what have you got coming up at the moment?
I just wrapped on a film called Get Lucky, which was Sacha Bennett's film. And great shoot. We did some crazy things. It was loads of it's a very high action film. And although it was low budget, we achieved a lot, so that's exciting. And now someone just asked me, what are you doing now? It's just a case of resting, really, just waiting for I had the busiest year last year. We've got lots of projects coming out this year, so it's just a case of being patient, really, and waiting for the right thing to come along.
Are you looking at a more sort of exec producer like you've done already, or are you wanting to be in front of camera still?
Obviously, acting is my first love, but equally I love the producing side of things, and there's some really, really exciting stuff happening right now. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to jinx it and then it not happen, but yeah, I think there's going to be a project that we're going to sort of get off and running in the summer, and there's some really exciting people involved in that, so yeah.
What do you look for when you're reading a script? What kind of are you looking at the film, at the screenplay as a macro and how the whole story plays out, or do you like to concentrate on really your contribution and the part that you're playing?
I think it's always a script. The thing is, it's hard to write a good script. I've tried writing, I can't do it. I've got nothing but respect for good writing. So when you find that script that you do love, then that's it. That's what makes me want to make it. Obviously, there's the commercial aspect. Do we think we can sell this film? Do we think there's going to be an audience for it? And obviously, most of my projects are quite youth-based. I sort of feel like I understand that market best. But at the end of the day, it's all about the script. If it's a good script, that's what drives me. That's what makes me passionate about wanting to make that film. Yeah.
It's interesting because you're even looking at the commercial aspects. Even as an actor, you're looking at the sort of how sellable the film is as well.
Yeah, well, I think the film industry is so hard, and especially as British film, is so hard that you need to have that commercial. If you don't think it's going to be a film that people are not going to want to go and see, there's no point making it, spending all that money, So yeah, no, absolutely, that is a consideration. It's not the main consideration. I don't go, I need to make a film that's going to sell, because I think if you did that, you probably wouldn't make that film. I think
go to Hollywood.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, one day. No, but you just need to make that film that you're proud of and that you believe in. Yeah.
So tell us, what's it been like making the transition from the TV screens to cinema?
It's been good. It's been really fun and relatively easy. As long as you're working with people with a similar. I'm just fixing my clothes as this is happening. I'm so slim that I find that all my clothes get too big so quickly if I wash them.
Well, you've been out in America, so you know if you get a little larger, it's not surprising.
It's just all our pellets.
What's it been like, the whole experience working on Bridesmaids, and what did you want to bring to the part?
Just a bit of naturalism, and it's been fun. Those girls are so crazy funny that it was a learning experience rather than anything else.